Welcome back to Co-op Chronicles. This is episode 62. 62. Welcome back to Co-op Chronicles. This is episode 62. I am Pint-Sized Geisha, and with me I have Blacklabel.
Hello.
And Azzilee.
Hello.
And today's episode is about
We're going to talk about the room 873.
room 873.
So it's going to be a lot of me talking, but if you guys want to jump in and add, feel free to interrupt me
Okay.
anytime. How's everybody doing?
Okay.
I'm okay.
Okay. I'm getting over COVID.
He was sick, guys.
Got to be more responsible stuff.
He was dead.
Yeah. But let's get into it, shall we? Just straight to it. Okay. So imagine checking into a luxury hotel, only to realize there's a room that the staff won't acknowledge, a room that appears in old blueprints but doesn't exist in reality. Guests say they've seen a door when now there's only a solid wall, and some claim they've heard screams coming from behind that wall. That's the case with room 873 at the Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel, a room so haunted they say the hotel bricked it over. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. So, backstory of it is the Fairmont Springs Hotel in Alberta, Canada is also known as it's known for its castle-like appearance and its rich history dating back to the 1880s. It's one of the country's oldest and most luxurious hotels, but it also has a dark, ghostly reputation. So over the years, there have been reports of phantom bellhops, vanishing brides, and eerie presence throughout the property. But the most chilling tale centers on room 873, allegedly the scene of a gruesome murder-suicide involving an entire family. Guests say who stayed in this room after the incident report terrifying experiences, screams at nights, bloody handprints all over the walls and the mirrors that wouldn't wipe away, and overwhelming dread. Eventually, the hotel allegedly sealed up this room by covering it up and erased its basically the whole existence of this room. To this day, if you walk down the hallway where it once stood, the room numbers skip from 872 to 874. So it's kind of cool.
875.
The hotels in the mainland skip 13.
Why did you say 875?
I was looking it up.
No, it's 872 to 874.
You can look up photos.
I don't know. But what'd you say?
The hotels in the mainland skip floor 13.
Do they?
I don't know. Do they?
No, was that your question? Do they?
Oh, yeah, do they?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it depends on the country. Like Japan does.
Japan does,
No,
for sure.
No,
Yeah.
floor.
Well, like the United
13.
States.
13.
The United
Oh,
States.
Isn't
In
it
Hawaii,
floor
they
13?
skip 13.
Yeah, I thought it was 13 in Japan, too.
I don't know.
I thought 4 was their thing.
But I always wondered, when you skip, like in Hawaii, you skip level 13. Is the 13th level still there and it's just empty and nothing does it and then it skips that level? Or is 14 really 13?
14's really
Yeah,
13.
14's really
Yeah.
13.
So it doesn't defeat the
I think
superstitious.
it's just the trick of the mind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't defeat the superstitious. You need an entire floor empty.
Imagine that floor
And you need
is
to skip
empty.
that floor.
It's just a blank room. It's just the back rooms.
That doesn't, that's cheating.
That's crazy, though.
I agree.
That's
I
still
agree.
superstitious.
So let's start with the facts that we can verify. The hotel does skip the room number 873. Apparently, as Azzilee said, it skips 874, but I didn't find that. Numbers go from 872 to 874. Are you fact checking this, or is that what you're trying to show me?
Yeah, that's 171.
Yeah, but there's 874, 872, 871, 874.
So they just get 875.
You mean just on the same
Yes,
side?
yeah.
Yeah, it's just on the same side.
Mhm.
Yeah. So if you knock on the wall between those rooms, it's solid, but slightly off from the rest of the hallway. Some believe that there's still a room back there, just walled off after the incident occurred. But there's no official record from the hotel about any family being murdered. Everything we know comes from guest reports, rumors, and paranormal blogs. What makes this case so compelling isn't just the supposed haunting, but the way it blends verifiable oddities and complete mystery. The missing room number is real. The sealed door is real. But whether there was ever a triple murder, that's the part that's kind of lost in time. That's where everybody kind of makes up their own things. If you guys had... Hold on. I'm not going to ask this question yet. I'm going to ask the questions in a second.
Okay.
You know what? I was like online today, just browsing. And you remember... Perusing, you know, going through the interwebs. Do you guys remember a movie where Sinbad was a genie?
Yes.
Everybody says it's a Mandela effect.
Mandela effect.
But I feel like I really seen this movie.
I have.
I swear I've seen the VHS. I've seen the movie. But everybody says it's Shazam and it's supposed to be the Shaq. But Sinbad does not look like Shaq. I don't know.
No, it was a Shaq.
There's
and his name is Sinbad.
Yeah, there's photos of the VHS of Sinbad, but in interviews, Sinbad is like, I don't remember doing a movie like. He's like, I've never done a movie like that.
Yeah,
he's in on it.
I swear I've seen this movie. I don't know. It was just bothering me because I was reading the comments and everybody was like, I could swear that I've seen this movie, and everybody's like, no, it's just
Sinbad does play
a genie, right?
I think it's two different movies that are combining into one.
One's Shazam, and one's Kazam.
Yeah.
I think Kazam is with Shaq, and I thought Shazam was with Sinbad.
But Sinbad.
But everybody says it's not real. I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up because it was annoying me because I was like, man, I remember this.
I think it's like
they're all in on it.
I'm not saying this is true, but what if this is just the government slowly taking things away or like replacing it with stuff, and they're making us think like we're crazy?
Yeah, and they're like, we can get away with it.
Yeah, they're just saying how much they can get away with it.
Yeah.
And like they have like all the celebrities and stuff are in on it.
Yeah. You find any evidence over there, honey?
I'm going to. This is what I got my degree in, research.
She's
checking.
Going down the rabbit hole.
We got to do a next episode on like
the Mandela effects.
I know we did Mandela effects, didn't we? I thought we did.
I don't.
If we didn't, then we got to do one on that.
We might have talked about it.
Yeah.
We never had a whole episode about it though.
Okay, so to this question, let's say if you're at this hotel and you stayed in a room that was totally sealed off like this, would you try to, find a way in, or would you steer clear of this room?
I'd steer clear. I've seen room 1408.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna get me.
Cusack.
Yeah, you ain't getting me.
What about you, honey? Would you try to find a way in, or would you steer clear of this room?
I don't know. I think my curiosity would be like, I want to go in it, but I definitely would not go in it.
Yeah. Do you think places with history like this, such as that one mansion that we went to in Oregon, do you think these places are... What was that place called? Do you remember?
No.
She's
Okay, thanks.
she's down the rabbit hole.
They said it's like one of the most haunted mansions.
I don't
Oregon.
actually think they said that.
They did say that.
I don't think it's
It's the Peacock Mansion.
the Peacock.
Yeah, and they said it is one of the most haunted mansions in
I didn't
Oregon.
see nothing.
I didn't see a damn thing except some crazy bathtub with like 15 pulleys. It was insane. So yeah, do you think places like that are more naturally prone to ghost stories, or do we create these legends and fill the gaps? I usually think it's us.
Yeah, I think because our human brains have like the cognitive ability to just like find patterns and things. Like that's why we see faces in a lot of inanimate objects. It's because we have like that, like our brain just automatically thinks about it. So I think we just fill in stuff when we don't understand.
What do you think, honey?
What was the question?
Do you think that we just fill in the gaps when we go to these places, or do you think the history is true to what it is?
Oh, definitely. Maybe a little bit of both. Like I was just saying, we were watching. What were we watching? We were watching a murder mystery where the girl went missing and everything. Oh, look, that's her favorite gum. Oh, look, she loved that candy. It's like your mind automatically wants to fill in the gaps. It's like, what happened? Oh, this is her. There's a random pack of gum. Oh, that's her favorite gum. She had to have been here.
Oh, Sinbad was a genie in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was he really a genie in that movie?
Where did Shaq play a genie? Shaq also played a genie.
Yeah, he played a genie in Kazam. But I swear, was it Kazam or Shazam that was Shaq? I think Shaq.
I want to say Shazam because Shaq and
No, I think. Oh, you might be right, but I know he. Never mind. On to the next one.
Anyways, but you're not even listening to my answer.
It did. You said we fill it in, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said a little bit of both though.
Yeah.
But the situation also plays a part in it as well.
You mean like if you're in that hotel itself?
Yeah. Your mind is going to jump to a conclusion and connect the dots to make whatever situation you're in be more realistic or more relatable.
True. That's true. So they say a man murdered his wife and young daughter inside room 873 before taking his own life, and that the hotel covered it up to project its image or to protect its image. But what if this wasn't just urban legend? What if the screams, the handprints, and the missing room are all connected to a real event that no one wants to admit that actually did happen? So the story goes that years ago, some say around 1950, others say around the 1970s, a family of 3 checked into room 873 and never checked out. The father supposedly murdered his wife and the child in the night. He took his own life, and when cleaning staff arrived the next day, they found the horrific scene of blood-stained walls, broken furniture, and the child's handprints burned into the mirror. Some say that those prints remained no matter how hard they tried to scrub the mirror and clean the mirror. The hotel allegedly reopened the room, but guests reported terrifying phenomena, waking up to screams, feeling invisible hands all over them and gripping them in their sleep, seeing a pale girl standing slightly behind or silently in the corner. Eventually, the hotel staff sealed the room completely and bricking over the whole room and basically saying, no, this never happened. So, I don't know. There's no public police report confirming this actually happened, and the hotel has never acknowledged the incident. And no news archive from that era has ever mentioned it either. But the consistency of the stories across generations about this is pretty weird, which is why I brought up the whole Sinbad thing, because it was just like, it really was a thing.
But like, could it just be word of mouth, like stories, you know?
Yeah, it says different guests years apart report the same details though, and the girl's ghosts and the screaming and the handprints on the mirror. Yeah,
We need to experience it ourselves.
And what's really crazy and adds to the fire is that the hotel's staff allegedly refused to talk about the room. Some tourists say that they've asked about room 873 and were told it never existed, only to later see an outline of the former door between 872 and then on the other side 875. This silence almost validates that some shit actually happened and that the theories really did happen for those believers. After all, if nothing happened, why would you just lie about it, and why would you just not say, no, this didn't really happen, it's just a story, you know what I mean? Or that's just the closet we sealed up or something like that.
I read in an article that they demolished the wall between the 2 rooms, so 875 is just a bigger room now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's actually the whole,
like a suite room.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like the whole room is part of 875 now, or if they do have like a little section of their room still closed off. Who knows?
So
Yummy.
If a hotel is haunted and people are reporting trauma-like symptoms after staying in a room, should they have the right to know the history up front, would you say?
I don't know. Look at your cat.
I think it's kind of like if you buy a haunted house,
All
you
over
should
her
be
feet.
legally obligated to tell someone it's haunted.
Yeah, you should definitely be like, yeah, there's some stuff that happened here. What do you think, babe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Your cat is being ridiculous with her feet again.
Young, stop.
I watched him fall asleep under it, wake up, and start licking her
Oh
feet.
my god, he's so weird. What is wrong with your feet? Do you put catnip on your feet
Dude,
before you come
no.
over? Do you guys think the hotel's refusal to acknowledge the room helps keep the ghost stories alive, or do you think they're actually hiding something?
Maybe they just don't know. Stop being a weirdo.
Maybe they just don't know.
Yeah.
I think they just don't know.
Interesting.
Because, like, not a lot of people are into, like, the paranormal world, you know? So they might just go
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
and just, like, be there.
However, if I was there and it did happen, I'd be telling everybody to look like you don't want to stay in that room.
Yeah, I know
There's
some
some bad
stories. I
juju
read
in
some
there.
stuff online about this room.
I mean, how would they leave how could they keep that room open, though, if all these people report these things happening?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wouldn't they have to close it?
I don't know. Maybe it just keeps coming back, like that one hotel in California where people just kept going because it was crazy.
Yeah, well, they don't
maybe.
advertise it either. If you look on the website, their hotel seems pretty, like, upper class.
Fancy?
Luxury.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was bad though, or is it nice now?
No, it's really nice. I googled it and it looks super fancy. It doesn't mention anything
Isn't
about
that
murder or
that's the same hotel
anything
with
like that.
the Eliza Lamb thing, right?
No, babe. Alberta's in Canada.
No, oh, you're talking about this one. I thought you were talking about the one in
Yeah.
California.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. So this one is really
Yeah, this one is really super fancy, right? So if they did have if you have a murder at a hotel, you have two ways of doing it, right? You can just kind of totally ignore it like this hotel does, or you can be like, hey, we're the most haunted hotel in California. Come visit us, you know?
You mean Canada.
Whatever.
But yeah, it is super luxury. I did say it was luxurious. It's like castle-like.
Yeah.
So imagine trying to scrub away bloody fingerprints from a mirror, only to find them back the next morning. That's the heart of the Room 873 legend. One takes something ordinary and makes it terrifying.
You know what was freaky growing up?
Tell me.
There were handprints and footprints on my ceiling.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah.
I used
When I
to.
lived in Hawaii, and I always wondered, like, how the fuck did they get up there?
Maybe-
like, did they walk on it before they put it on there?
Yeah, that's a possibility. Like
Yeah.
they could have done that.
They were on the inside, though.
Yeah.
And just like a handprint and some footprints, and I was just
Like,
like,
it looked like they were walking normal?
no, it
of
was. It
footprints?
wasn't
Like
like,
all
a
on
trail.
fours?
No, it wasn't like a trail. It was just like, oh, there's a handprint in that corner. Oh, there's a
They
footprint
did
over
that
here.
shit on purpose.
Like, why? Why is there? Why
They,
is it
they
up
took
there?
their shoe and they were like,
Yeah.
So, according to countless variations of the tale, one disturbing detail keeps popping up: a child's handprint pressed into the bathroom mirror of room 873. The story goes that after the murder, no matter how many times the hotel staff cleaned it, these prints would reappear. Cleaners would use bleach, polish, even replace the entire mirror itself, which doesn't make sense to me. Yet the prints supposedly return like a scar that couldn't heal. This element became so synonymous with the story that some tourists today specifically go hunting for mirrors in the hallway, hoping to catch a glimpse of this phenomenon. So mirrors have always had a place in the paranormal lore. They're seen as portals, as a gateway between the living and the dead. So the idea of a haunted mirror kinda is not good, especially one tied to such a violent death. As I'm not a ghost hunter, but the stories that I've heard and read about is when it's a horrifying death or a violent death, it's very active and very spooky around that area. So it's not just a reflection, it's a lingering memory, like the spirit of the child is trying to leave a mark so no one can forget what happened here. Let me put you up there. And also what's wild is that the story spread like wildfire. Basically it was crazy. So people who stayed in this in the neighboring rooms, like 872, 875, 874, like all around this, they claim to see the hotel staff replacing mirrors in the hallway in like the middle of the night when there was no guests walking around.
maybe they're broken.
And others say that they heard glass shattering from behind the sealed wall where the room once stood. Even if there was no prints, it's these type of things that make people keep thinking like, oh, there's something's going on over there. Because it's unlike like a shadow or some sort of whisper or handprints. They're pretty physical. And when something happens and mirrors are replaced, there's obviously something we can all relate to that makes this legend hit a little harder. So what is it about mirrors that make them such a vocal point in ghost stories, honey? Why do you think we instinctively associate them with the supernatural?
I have no idea.
I know you've mentioned
It
mirrors
isn't-
before.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have none whatsoever why
What
or
what is
how
your
it works.
what is your knowledge of this?
I have heard that you shouldn't have a mirror. Your feet, like in your room, like let's say you have mirrors on your closet door. You know, like the olden days, they had the mirrors on the closet door. Your feet should not face a mirror, because in the middle of the night, your spirit can get up and then get trapped in the mirror. But also, your spirit in the middle of the night it shouldn't face the front door either, because they could get up and walk out the door and not come back. I've heard that. I've also heard that it is a doorway. And that
It's just not good things, huh?
yeah, it's just not good things. And that I've seen, I think, like in a lot of movies actually, and in a lot of cultures, you cover the mirrors when somebody dies.
Oh yeah. I've
I
heard
just
of
don't
this.
remember why.
I think it's because their soul can get stuck in the
Yeah,
Oh,
I
they
think
can
that's
get stuck in between or something like that. Yeah, I
If
don't
you've
know.
ever seen Van Helsing, there's a scene where the
Oh,
mirror
yeah.
is a
Dracula.
portal to Dracula's world.
And that's why he doesn't have a reflection.
And he can't look. No, because if he sees his own reflection, doesn't something happen to him?
Are you thinking of Dorian Gray?
Yeah, you're thinking of Dorian
He
Gray.
can't look at his
yeah,
own
I think of
picture.
Dorian Gray.
The kid, yeah. So no, Dracula doesn't see his reflection in the mirror because the mirrors are doorways
I thought that
to him.
Okay,
That's why he doesn't have a reflection.
gotcha.
But it's like a different world. You could get stuck in there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like a doorway to Dracula. That's why he doesn't see his reflection.
You don't want the dead to get stuck here.
Let me
Let
ask
them
you
move
guys.
on.
Look at this kitten.
Let me ask you another question.
he's
Why
so
are you looking at
cute.
cats?
I don't know. I was looking at Yami and I was like, let's Google ragdolls real quick. It's a girl.
Let me ask you guys another question. If you,
Make babies.
well, they can't.
They can't, but still.
If you saw a child's handprint in a mirror that wasn't supposed to be there, would you stick around?
Oh, I'm
would
gone.
you wouldn't even try to stick around and figure it out, or you're just bouncing? I'm out.
Like anything scary that has to do with children, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the
She's so pretty.
evil entities. That's our birthday.
That's our birthday.
Oh my god!
You gotta get
Look at her
it.
tail. Oh, okay, sorry.
What was I saying?
I'm so sorry.
Something about kids and
Oh, yeah.
you're out.
Evil entities always use children as a guise because kids are seen as innocent,
Oh,
so
yeah.
people automatically want to help
Yep.
them. I'm out. I'm not helping.
Oh, I'm
no
never
kid.
helping no kid
I'm
in the middle.
so
in the middle,
sorry.
I don't care if the cops want to talk to me after and say, "Why didn't you help this kid?" I'm look. It's either way. It's gonna look bad for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking to a little kid in the middle of the night. Something bad happens to that kid. It's on
Like
me.
I'll call the police. I'll be like
Yeah.
911. There's a kid out here, but I'm gonna be like I'm bouncing.
Yeah.
I'm not helping them.
If I see some little kid in the middle of the night just walking like they're not even afraid. They're not even sad. They're just like, yeah, I own this
Even
place.
if they're afraid, because that's how they
That's
get you.
true. That is how they get you.
That's how they get you.
Yep. Have you seen the video of like a woman walking down the street and she's like screaming bloody murder and it's like a trap? There's a car following her behind her. So if you go and like try to help her,
Yeah, it was
they'll,
like in
jump
Mexico,
you.
right? Wasn't it like Mexico?
They'll like jump you.
Did
Ain't
you
no
see?
one getting help.
Did you see that one? I don't know if it was a fake video. I know we keep sidetracking and just telling random stories, but did you ever watch that video where like the truck driver's driving and there's a girl she's like in a white,
white
dress,
dress?
and she's
Yes.
stabbing herself?
Yes.
And she's like, she's just fucking stabbing herself.
It's so scary.
And the guy's like, no, I'm out. I'm
Yeah.
out. He's just driving by.
He's like, I gotta go.
Because I was watching that and I was like, it looks so real. For it to be fake, that's a good fake. But it was like a long time ago. I don't know. I don't know.
a fan.
Anyways, so back to it. You're walking down the hotel hallway, counting room numbers 869, 871, 875. Wait, where's 873? You walk back, same result. One number is missing, and no one seems to want to talk about it. One of the most unsettling parts of this legend is the physical evidence or lack of it. Today, if you walk down the hallway, where is room 873? Like, obviously,
It's a part of 875.
yeah, you
It's
would.
non-existent.
Yeah, so you'll notice something strange, that it's visibly a space between 872 and 874, but no door, or 871 and 875. Not even a room number, just a wall. and yet it looks off. The wall doesn't seem to match the others, and it's slightly different texture. Some visitors claim if you knock on it, it sounds hollow and as if there's a room behind it. The detail has sparked a frenzy online of speculation and urban exploration. So this is where the story begins to feel like it's a real life creepypasta. So unlike many ghost tales that live entirely in the past, the mystery of 873 lingers in the present. So you can go and see the hallway for yourself. You could take photos, you could knock on it, and you could see for yourself that, like, hey, it's a real thing. So videos on TikTok and YouTube show people actually doing that. They're posting their findings and reigniting the debate. Is there actually a hidden room behind the wall? What was it, just merged into another suite like Azzilee said, like the hotel staff claimed, or did something sinister really happen, something that needed to be sealed off completely? Yes.
Okay, I have a question. Not for you, but for like hotels. So when something bad happens and then you get this like reputation for having like a really spooky or scary or haunted room, why don't you guys, instead of like sealing it off and making it so sus, why don't you just like make this like a storage room or something, and then just like change the door numbers on all the other rooms and just like take out that room number? That wouldn't that be like less suspicious? Like, oh, we're trying to cover something up. No, it's just a storage room, guys. Don't worry.
But what if your employee worker goes into the storage room to get something and they get murdered?
It doesn't have to be a real storage room. It just has to be labeled as a storage room.
Maybe they can just brick it off. And
that's sus though, because it
no, I'm
just like
saying
you
like
said.
have the door and label storage or employee only, and
like when you open
and like
it?
it's just bricks.
Oh,
Have an empty negative
Why
space
don't they
in
just
there.
do that? Because then it's less suspicious.
I'm confused on the audio. I don't know if we're picking up audio on the stream.
Oh yeah, I don't see it moving.
I don't see it either. And I don't see it on my stuff. What? Give me a second.
You know what I just remembered? We have Lady Yum. I totally forgot we had Lady Yums.
Oh.
Like downstairs in the fridge.
Okay.
I ate an ice cream instead of Lady Yum. What?
It got unplugged.
Mic check. Nope, still not moving.
Oh no. I think I got it now. Let's see.
I need a soda again.
Oh, what?
Oh, it's moving now.
Now it's moving.
Do we
oh
need
my
to do it
God.
all over again?
Do you want to?
We're gonna have to if it didn't pick up the audio.
Well, that still has the audio, but the video won't have the audio. Do you
Oh.
want the video or do you want?
I don't care. It's up to you, Mr. Producer. I'm in charge. Let's do this.
Just the audio should be fine. And
Yeah,
then,
I
and then
think
in the
that-
video one, you could just be like, "Sorry guys, there was technical difficulties."
It just
Technical
sucks I won't be able to
difficulties.
Do any clips, but it's okay. Well, I should be able to do clips from now on.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we're good.
Why is my mic so loose?
twisting it. This one?
This upper part.
Oh, I don't know. Weird.
Let's see. Okay. Where were we at?
We were talking about breaking off the room.
Yeah, I was
Oh, yeah.
asking why they can't just like not cover it up, just make it less suspicious.
Or you can make money off of it and be like, look, we got a special. You can stay in the haunted room for this amount of money. We'll let you in. We'll throw in some free waters and some handy dandy flashlights. And hey, if you can't handle it, we'll put you in another room.
Waters?
Well, because it's like
Water?
what if it really is haunted and someone dies? Then they have a really bad
You
reputation.
got to sign a release.
No, now the hotel has a bad reputation.
I'd capitalize off of it real quick.
Be a haunted hotel instead.
Haunted room for rent. Must sign waiver. We are not responsible or liable for your death or your murder.
I think it's all about image, though. They don't want to lose business, so they can't advertise it. Like
Okay.
that.
So, I'm just going to skip this part. Have you guys ever visited a place where something seemed off and felt wrong or just unfinished, like they were hiding something?
I'm trying to
No,
remember. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know if I ever have a story about going somewhere that just didn't feel right and then something strange happened. I think it was always just something doesn't feel right and I was just being paranoid and nothing happened, or maybe something did happen but it didn't happen to me.
I used to, when I worked at the golf course, I was outside. So like there's inside work and then there's outside. I was an outside worker that day. and outside workers have to clean carts as part of your shift. And to do that, you have to go all the way to, like, if you know where, like, the dirt parking is, that's in, like, the back corner of the parking lot, you have to take carts over there and wash them and spray them down and stuff. But as a lady, and it's dark at night, I was like, no,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely not.
Yeah, I
'Cause
remember you guys
I
always
just get,
talk
like, such
about
a
it.
bad vibe by there. And I was just like, I
Yeah.
never did it. I got in trouble, but I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. And be like, look, no,
I'm not
it's
putting
dark as
myself
shit
in it.
outside. I'm
Yeah.
not putting myself in a situation for a fucking minimum
I
wage.
got called out
Yeah.
about it, but I was like, you know what? I don't care.
I'd
Yeah.
say, screw you, Brenda.
All right. So you're lying in bed on the 8th floor of the Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel. It's past midnight. The hallway is quiet until you hear it, a child's laughter, then running footsteps like. But when you check the hall, it is completely empty. Multiple guests over the years have reported hearing strange, unexplained sounds while staying in room or where near it, by it, 873. These accounts don't come from a distance past. They're recent, and in some cases, just the last few years. So whispers, footsteps, children crying or laughing, slamming doors, despite no door being there at all. One of the most frequently shared experience involves hearing a little girl's laughter, sometimes even knocking, outside guest doors at late at night. But when people peek out, they don't see anything or anyone. Maybe because it's a child and they're like below, but I don't know. One of the most frequently shared experience I just said that, sorry. And in a few cases, guests have called the front desk to complain about noise next door. Staff politely reminding them that, hey, there's no room next door to you, so you shouldn't be hearing anything.
Do these occurrences only happen on that floor or everywhere in the hotel?
Just this area. Yeah.
Don't stay on that floor.
So one chilling incident that circulated online was a guest recorded faint tapping noises followed by a low moan near the missing room 873. The video is grainy and inconclusive, like most paranormal evidence, because I've never once seen a clear paranormal video where they're like, yep, that's a ghost.
That's a ghost, guys.
But the ambiguity
Yes.
just,
Giggity.
just adds fuel to the fire. Skeptics argue that it's just acoustics of the old hotel. Others believe that it's echoes from something far more tragic. This is what makes room 873 stand out more than your usual hotel. It's not just about a violent act from the past. It's about what people still hear in the present. Boom. If you stayed on the hotel floor or on this floor and you started hearing sounds, footsteps, laughter, knocking, little kid, seeing them visually, would you investigate or would you stay locked in your room?
I'm going back to sleep.
Going back to sleep?
Popping an Ambien, putting on some earplugs. Like, you ain't seeing me till the morning.
Yeah. What about you, honey?
If I heard all this nonsense on my floor,
Uh-huh.
I'd probably just go back to sleep or turn on the TV louder.
Let me tell you guys, we're already at halfway and we only got to like segment 5. We still have like 10 more segments. But I want to bring up the hotel that Geisha made me stay at by myself when we went to her friend's wedding. It was the most...
Crystal's wedding. She's been on the pod.
Yeah, it was one of the most scariest hotels I've ever stayed in. It wasn't even like super scary. It was just the environment. Like it looked very run down, but it was like nice at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. When you open the door, there's like this old 1930s sink, pipes all through the hotel room, and it's all in one room. Man, it was a spooky night for me. I was like, you really not coming back?
You're lucky we got a hotel room that had its own bathroom.
Yeah.
There's rooms that don't have.
Yeah, and you have the
bathroom?
shared bathroom.
Yeah, in that hotel.
Yeah, in that
Absolutely
hotel
not.
they had shared bathrooms. So
Yeah.
you're lucky I
Absolutely
got the one with a bathroom in it.
Icky.
So every haunted tale has skeptics, but what happens when the official explanation sounds weirder than the ghost story? So for years, curious guests have asked the hotel staff about 873. Most common response was that the room was merged with the adjacent suite during renovations, that it's no longer there, it doesn't exist due to the structural upgrades, that it was just simply removed for efficiency. Does that sound logical to you
That
guys?
makes no sense.
Yep.
What did it look like before? Then I can decide if it was for actual good reasons.
Yep. So now we mentioned it before. Guests who've knocked on the door or knocked on the wall where room 873 used to be have found something strange. It sounds hollow, like there's a space behind the wall. It's not brick. It's not concrete. It just feels like there's a room there. You know, like when you knock on. Yeah.
So maybe their expansion wasn't the whole room. There must be some part of the room that's still
Maybe
behind
there's
that
like
room.
maybe there's like room, hollow negative space, and then room.
Yeah.
So contractors
Maybe there's a body in between.
Ooh.
So contractors who worked at the hotel, though, anonymously have posted online suggesting that 873 was never truly removed, just sealed. So why seal a room rather than convert it into usable space? Why not renumber it? Why not keep every other 73 room on each floor except for the 8th? To make matters more suspicious, staff are notoriously tight-lipped about this topic. Some shut down questions immediately. Others change the subject real quick. And those who do talk, they just say, nothing that's enough to keep just enough to keep the rumors alive. So instead of debunking the legend, the hotel vaguely keeps it alive, but sweeps most of it under the rug.
They must have to sign something. If they're staying so tight-lipped about something that's like so whatever.
Like
Yeah.
an NDA or
Yeah, there has to be something
Yeah.
that they're signing or they're being paid extra to not talk about it.
Yeah.
Do
Can
you-
you imagine like orientation day? Okay, guys, we're gonna address the elephant in the room. The
873.
murder.
Probably.
The murder. And
If
now
I-
that concludes our presentation. Please sign these DNRs to never talk about it again.
Yeah.
Do you think it's more suspicious when people dodge questions rather than answer them straight? Even if it's about an old room like this? Yes, I do.
Obviously. Or
Right.
they're trying to keep the
The spookiness alive to
yeah,
bring
they're,
it.
they're trying to keep up with appearances.
But I feel like this hotel does not want to be
True. Yes. You're right.
with the spookiness.
You're right.
You know, like I said, there's other hotels that will play into the part, like, oh yeah, come spend a night in the most haunted hotel in Alberta. But this one is not. This one is clearly like, we're upscale, we're classy, no children allowed
Classy. We're classy.
type of situation.
Yeah.
Yep.
That makes sense.
It does make more sense. So what if the ghost isn't confined to one room though? But what if it wandered the whole floor? Guests have reported more than just knocks and whispers behind one door. They've said that they've heard things in hallways, seen things in mirrors, and felt things no matter what room they stayed in. Over the years, multiple guests staying on the 8th floor, not just near the room, have described unsettling experiences. Some of them weren't even aware of the haunted room where they checked in and only made the connection after digging deeper. The strange part was most of these stories have striking similarities. One reoccurring story comes from a family who booked a room on the 8th floor in the early 2000s. Around 2 a.m., the parents were awakened by the sound that sounded like heavy footsteps pacing the hallway outside their doors. When they looked through the door and the peephole, there was no one there. But the pacing kept continuing. When they opened the door, the sound just stopped. Another couple reported that the lights were flickering in their bathrooms, and their bathroom sink turning on and off by itself. Several times in a row, maintenance later confirmed that there was no leak or faulty sensor. A man staying solo said that he caught a reflection in his mirror of a young girl standing behind him, which I would shit my pants. But when he turned around, he was alone in his room, 2 doors down from where 873 used to be. Some of the guests have even moved rooms in the middle of the night after hearing distant screaming or sobbing echoing down the hall. Staff say that they couldn't trace any of the guests, like the sound to any guests. Mm-hmm. It's almost as if the energy from that room, whatever happened there, whether stories are true, it has soaked the entire floor. Do you think that energy can linger in a space, especially if something violent happened?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? Yes.
I was also going to say that I don't know if I'm going to say this or describe this correctly. You know how they say some people are more susceptible to like the supernatural and like hearing sounds and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Maybe these people are just more susceptible.
Like psychics?
No.
Yeah, that's who's more susceptible, though, right?
Not everyone who's more susceptible turn out to be psychics, though.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Psychics are like super, uber susceptible. And maybe these people who are just hearing sounds are just a tiny bit open to the supernatural. Get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I hear you barking, big dog. Have you ever experienced something strange in a place before knowing it had the history?
I'm not very susceptible. I'm too logical, so no.
Yeah. You?
I think I would just do it to say I did it. Like,
Yeah.
go there and stay there and experience it, but I would be scared.
Please stop. Thank you. Oh my god. Every haunted place has its ghost story, but in the case of 873, no one can agree on who the spirit is. It's a child, the mother, or something more sinister that's tied to this tragedy. While the hotel has never publicly confirmed the alleged murder-suicide, local legends and guest testimonies often reference a female presence, sometimes a little girl, others time a weeping woman, but sometimes the accounts describe something far darker. This has led to a mix of conflicting theories, and each with their eerie details. One of the most popular theories is that the spirit haunting room 873 is a young daughter from the murdered family. Some guests claim to hear childlike giggles in the dead of the night, soft knocking on the walls, as I said before, and the handprints on the mirrors. The handprints in particular are strange as they are small, almost child-size, and as I said before, impossible to scrub away without disappearing and reappearing later. Another theory is that it's the mother who lingers. In the stories, the ghost is the ghost is mournful and protective. Some guests report feeling overwhelmed, like an overwhelming sensation of sorrow and anxiety while staying nearby. One even described the sensation as a mother kept watching me as I slept. If you guys ever had the feeling of somebody watching you, like
the little one when she fucking sneaks downstairs.
Oh my god, yeah.
She's so creepy sometimes.
Yeah. But then there are darker versions. A few accounts suggested that the father, if he truly committed the crime, may be the one who remains angry and confused. This theory lines up with experience where guests say they felt aggression, like a sort of a evil energy, and I don't know how they would say that, like if it's the dad, but they also say they hear growling noises with an unidentifiable source. There's also a lesser known idea of what happened in room 873, that it didn't create a ghost, it summoned something, like somebody summoned something in that room, like a demonic thing. The violence, the pain, the cover up may have opened up the door, or something conjured up the door, something in that room. And some say like it's not human at all, it's just wearing a human face.
I feel like if it was something demonic or in that nature, there would be a lot more stories coming out of this place.
Like scary stories.
Yeah, like a lot more paranormal stories coming out of this place. Side note, you guys want to hear something kind of creepy? I just thought about it.
Yeah.
So I'm at work, right? I work in a clinic. I don't work in a hospital, so nobody's died at my clinic that I know about. I'm at work. I'm in the bathroom. I'm using the bathroom, right? I'm on the potty, right? And like I'm on the potty. The potty's here, right? The sink is to my left, and the paper towel dispenser is also to my left, and it's facing that way. So the sensor is that way, right? Not facing this way, it's facing that way, the way I'm facing. So I'm on the potty doing my thing, and then the paper towel dispenser just goes. And I was just sitting there, I was like, okay, all right. Like the paper towel dispensers go all the time by themselves at work.
Maybe it's just a faulty sensor.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's like I said, it's on my left.
Yeah.
You know, how is there sensing somebody in front of it when I'm sitting down and it's to my left? And then I'll be in rooms with patients, like going through their history and stuff, and then the paper towel dispenser will go. Yeah, like it will just like, and it'll spit out a paper towel, and I'm just like, okay.
That's creepy.
I know. I was like, all right, we're doing this. Hi.
That's why I have a fear of being alone at work, because we have light sensors for our lights. So like you have to be in the area for the lights to turn on. And I'm like, if that ever happens to me, I'm quitting immediately. I'm leaving.
So the hotel's silence, basically. For a place so steeped in supernatural lore, you would think that the hotel would more so lean into like, hey, yeah, we are haunted. Bring more guests, you know. But when it comes to room 873, the Fairmont, it's gone radio silent. They don't want any part of this. They don't want the mystery to stay alive. Most haunted hotels embrace their reputations, offering ghost tours, theme rooms, and even merch to their like hotels.
Yeah.
But this hotel is very different. It's like while it acknowledges some of the I guess some of the stories, it's always refused to confirm any of the stories with anything involving 873. In fact, that their staff, they're reportedly trained to redirect the questions or deny its existence altogether. There's a strange contrast here that the hotel openly talks about it, other ghosts, the helpful bellhop, like they have other ghosts in this hotel. So they're more than happy to talk about like the helpful bellhop, the dancing bride, even the phantom bartender. Like these stories appear on tourism brochures and ghost walk tours. But when it comes to 873, that's the one that they truly avoid. This selective storytelling fuels suspicion on why it's the one haunting they won't acknowledge. Some believe it's because room 873 involves a alleged violent crime, something that the hotel would have strong reason to bury it. A family murder doesn't sound like, hey, I'm going to book this hotel with my family, you know, if you hear something like that. Still, the secrecy has the opposite effect. Instead of quieting the rumors, it turns 873 into a forbidden legend. The blank wall itself makes people want to come and just knock on it, and it's basically a tourist attraction. Why do you think that the hotel embraces some of the other stories, but not about 873?
Because it's murder.
Murder.
Maybe. Could be murder.
Could be.
Nobody likes murder.
Yeah.
Family murder.
A family murder at that.
A spooky murder.
Murder suicide? Even worse.
Even worse.
Even worse.
Even worse.
So some of the first-hand encounters is, you know, they say there's nothing behind the wall, no room, no spirits, no story. Then why are the guests still hearing things? Why do we swear that we've seen these shadows, we heard these screams, we felt or watched something standing behind us, felt these little handprints? Despite the hotel's refusal to talk about 873, visitors over the years have shared chilling personal... Visitors have shared chilling personal... Now my voice is changing. Personal accounts of strange activity near where the room once was. These aren't just ghost hunting tourists. They're actually like people that go there for honeymoons, family vacations, even skeptics. The wall concealing 873 has developed a reputation of its own. One of the most repeated experiences involves people hearing loud knocks from behind the wall late at night, 3 sharp raps, always in a row. I'm not sure what that means.
Like
Bang, bang, bang.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bang, bang,
Like in a
bang.
row, like bloop, bloop, bloop.
Oh, okay. No other room is on the other side of that wall. Maintenance crews especially have reportedly been called multiple times to investigate the phantom banging, only to find nothing. Other guests say that they've seen a silhouette of the child reflected in the hallway mirror across the wall. There are also claims of cold spots. If some of you understand or know about ghost things, apparently that's where ghosts or energy builds up. I played Phasmophobia, you know. If the temperature's below 35, there's a ghost in there. Some guests also claim they photographed something strange in there. One woman's photo from the hallway shows that what appears to be a small handprint smudged on the mirror, even though there was no child on their floor. I mean, you could have did the little boop thing. They could have cheated. These aren't just stories that you find on ghost forums. Several travel bloggers, paranormal YouTubers, and even mainstream journalists have tried to investigate this hallway, only to walk away with strange photos or technical difficulties like strange tech glitches. Some claim that their batteries drain, which another thing with like ghost hunting stuff.
Like energy.
The energy drains the electronics. So is this just a suggestion or a superstition when it comes to this hotel? Like something's off with this wall? I don't know. If you visit Banff and saw the sealed wall, I believe I've asked you guys this. Would you what would you do? Or which of these creepy stories creep you out the most? Knocks, handprints, or the shadow in the mirror?
I think the mirror would have scared me more.
Yeah.
Because I think I see things in the corner of my eye all the time.
Yeah,
so
same.
I'd be even more creeped out.
Yeah, I always turn kind of like, I don't know if it's like the glasses picking up something from the reflection, but I always feel like there's something behind me.
Oh, when in our bathroom downstairs?
No, just anywhere.
Oh, well, our bathroom downstairs has a really bad reflection.
Yeah.
I always think something's over there, but because our shower door is glass.
Yeah.
Ooh, even scarier.
So, the internet effect. So what
You
started
get away from my answer.
Oh, sorry. Please continue.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say none of the above. If I saw a handprint on a mirror, I'd be like, "Slap it, let's go."
We gotta go, guys.
Hi, Johnny.
Thank you for sharing that. So
I embrace the ghost.
She
nice.
said, "Bring it."
Bring it.
So TikTok ghost tours, Reddit deep divers, and YouTube investigations are piling up to this alleged legend of the room 873, and it's grown far beyond the hotel itself. So we'll talk about TikTok first. There's now a dozen of the videos tagged under hashtag room 873 or hashtag Banff Springs Hotel with millions of views. These clips often feature guests walking the haunted hallway, trying to find the missing door, or even knocking or filming their reaction to this. When they're knocking on this thing. Some creators claim to catch EVPs, which is I'm pretty sure it's electric voice phenomenon, or strange visuals in their footage. Whether genuine or clever editing, it's spreading the legend faster. Reddit is another hotspot. Subreddits like paranormal or unsolved mysteries have threads, hundreds of comments, deep analyzing photos, collecting testimonies, and even sharing maps of the floor layout. One theory suggests that the room still exists but was soundproofed and hidden behind false walls due to legal reasons, a cover-up rather than a haunting. Then there's YouTube. Paranormal channels have posted investigations, a room walkthrough. One notable video captured EMF spikes near the sealed wall, while another claimed to record a child's voice saying, "No, oh no, oh no, oh no." When asked if the spirit wanted to help, these videos are often shared as proof, but also get critiqued for being staged. Obviously, I mean, it's really hard to... Okay. Obviously, like, that stuff's really hard to believe. But with every viral video or new theory, the mystery grows. So does the public pressure on the hotel finally to give an answer. So do you guys think, with this type of stuff, I mean, we've talked about the interwebs many times. Do you think the internet helps stories like this, keeping it alive, or it kind of makes it distorted way too much?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Do you think the interwebs help stories like this, or do you think they distort the actual truth too much?
I think a little bit of both.
A little bit of both?
Yeah, because it could bring the hotel some curious cats, but it could also be like making up a lot of rumors. No, not knowing the truth.
Yeah. It could, like, just exaggerate
Yeah.
Yes.
what other people have experienced and just, like, create stories on top of stories.
Yes. Guests who never stayed there still saw something. So what happens when you're not even staying in the haunted room, but you still see something? That's when the urban legend turns from an eerie, forgettable thing. I mentioned people stay on the same floor, while much of the room 873 focuses on those who try to stay in the room before it was allegedly sealed. There are countless reports from other guests, tourists staying in the surrounding rooms, or just the passing hallways. A few visitors, when they're pausing near 873, should be like they would feel suddenly cold, get goosebumps.
Ooh.
I mentioned they hear knocks and stuff. There's also a pattern of reports where guests, I mean, I've said this, they see the woman. So it's not like this whole room. It's not just the room. It's like the whole floor. But it's so much. It's like convoluted of all these stories, and it's really hard, in my opinion, to say what's real and what's not real. What would you do if you stayed in the hotel itself? Would you go out of your way to investigate, or at least see what the room looks like? No.
I think if we were there, right, and I heard about this, I would want to go up to the 8th floor and just pass by it and be like, oh, look, there isn't a room here. Do the little knock knock test. Oh, it does sound hollow. And then I'll be done. I'll be like, all right, I'm good.
But by then, it's attached to you.
I think there's a difference between wanting to like go to a haunted place and experience it naturally versus going to a haunted place to get content. To like get this like sense of, oh, it was real, or, oh, people were lying. There's like a totally different vibe. Because like I feel like haunted, like supernatural things, like they know what you're after, so they're gonna not want to show you if you're going there to like confirm it.
They're like, I know what you're trying to do, and I'm not going to do it for you.
If it is real.
If it is real.
Just saying.
Some ghost stories fade over time, but others stick around, etched into walls, whispers down the halls, and kept alive by those who felt something they couldn't explain. I was rapping a little bit right there. Room 873 at the Fairmont may be sealed off, may be denied by staff, may not even appear on a map. That's when you bring in the Harry Potter, what's it called? The map.
The map.
The Marauders map.
Marauders map. I just wanted to throw that in there. But its story still lingers louder than ever. So why does this haunting hit so hard compared to others? This story checks nearly every box of what makes paranormal cases unforgettable. A gruesome origin, hence the family murder, eerie physical signs, the missing door, the brick wall, eyewitness testimonies, multiple guest encounters, and most importantly, denial from authority. When an institution like a historic luxury hotel refuses to acknowledge something that so many people claim to have experienced, it triggers something into us. You're calling us a liar, but we're not liars. You're calling me crazy, but I'm not crazy. The mystery isn't just is this room haunted? It's because why are they trying to hide it? The secrecy invites obsession. And there's also something deeply chilling about hauntings in places meant to feel safe. I know I feel a type of way when I'm supposed to be feeling safe, but I know I'm not safe. Hotels are escapes, some for people to go get pampered, relaxation, comfort, vacation, stuff like that. So when one becomes a setting of terror, it flips our expectations upside down. It's not just a ghost story, it's a betrayal of sanctuary. Jesus, I'm stuttering. The ghost of room 873 represents not just a spirit, but a memory that refuses to be erased, no matter how many bricks are laid. Damn. But yeah, why do you guys think people are more drawn to mystery that are actively hidden or denied?
Because as people, we want the answers for everything.
And we want to be the first to get the real answer.
Yeah.
You want that.
We want the glory.
The gratification.
Yes. The glory. She said the glory.
I said the
did say
glory.
glory.
Because if you solve a murder mystery and you're like, I solved it, I did it, that's glory, right?
It is, yeah.
The glory
And you're
of
like,
solving something
you would
first.
be like, and if you actually caught something like real, like definitive, then you'd be like the first, I mean, not that other people haven't caught real ghosts on camera.
Yeah.
What would be undeniable proof, though, that this ghost or this thing is real? There's been so many. What is it?
The clearest
I'd have to be
video.
there.
Yeah, the clearest video in me seeing it. Because you always see this. It's 2025, but you see these videos or these pictures, and it's like they're taking the camera and they're putting a dirty glass jar in front of the camera, and then they're snapping it, and it's like, oh, you could see the blur. It's like the evidence is just not there.
But what about my ghost story where I actually saw something?
What are you talking about?
I wasn't there, so I can't tell. I can't tell if it's real. I have to physically be
think
there.
it was real.
Yeah,
What
I
about-
thought-
what
no, I'm not
about-
saying it's
I
not.
can't hear
What
myself.
about the one where she said they heard her name being said?
No, I
Yeah,
know. That's
that
what I'm
one
saying.
too.
Like, I 100% believe that.
So there's been like 2
I
encounters.
wasn't there, so I can't be like, no, she really did hear it. Like
Yeah.
to other
Yeah.
people. Like, to me, I'm like, that's real. I can't convince other people it's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
I think it's real just because I've had my own encounters twice.
Yeah. And I had that one
Twice.
encounter where the guy was like on a bike,
The
and,
bike.
and he just disappeared. And it wasn't just me.
Maybe
that
he
seen it. It
fell.
was my
Maybe
But
he was
they-
just like,
but
no,
his other group of
but
friends
my other
saw
groups
them
of
like
friends
miles,
saw.
like, not
yeah,
miles,
and,
but
yeah, my other group of friends were down,
at
and
the- gotcha.
they didn't see him come up, but they saw him. And then the
Gotcha,
guy in the
gotcha.
car with me saw him, so nobody knew where he went.
yeah. So is that definitive proof for you to believe that you saw a ghost?
Well, yeah, because I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
I'm not
saw
questioning.
it.
Yeah, I'm not questioning you.
Yeah,
I
like
s-
I was just saying, like from Azzy's perspective, where has anything
yeah,
weird
have you
happened
ever
to
had
you?
anything weird?
Like, what is definitive proof to you? And she said she had to be there.
Yeah. Like
You've
first
never seen
first-hand
anything?
account is like the only way you're gonna like actually truly believe in anything supernatural. So like if someone doesn't believe supernatural or like paranormal stuff, and you're telling them the story, they're just like, yeah. Okay.
But then if it happens to them, be like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
To me, I'll believe anything because I just love the idea of the afterlife.
Yeah, I mean, I like this story too, and me and Geisha watched the videos, and like we've seen the creepy one where their feet were dangling.
Yeah.
That one was crazy.
I'm just saying, if I mean, I'm gonna turn into a ghost one day, and if I go first, I'm haunting you.
Me
Yep,
probably yell at me to pay my bills.
yep.
But
Chase you up the stairs.
that's all we got. That's all I got, guys. You guys want to add anything else?
Leave handprints in the mirror.
I mean, you should be open to the supernatural. Unless you're scared of it, then
Yeah.
don't be open to it.
But what makes you open to it? You know, like I believe in it and I think it's real and I had my few encounters, but then like my family members and stuff will tell me stories like they think that my mom was near them or anything like that. And I haven't had any experiences like that besides the 2. So what makes somebody open to it? I think I'm open to it.
Yeah, I think you're
you
open
know?
to it. I think it just has to happen, and you catch it, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But at the
or-
same time, I'm super logical too.
A lot of people are
You
just
know?
like hard set on like when you die, you're dead.
Yeah.
There's nothing else after life.
Yeah.
So like those people are open to the
Any-
possibility
yeah.
of anything supernatural or paranormal happening.
yeah.
I'm just saying, look, supernatural ghosties all over the world listening. I'm open. I'm here. Come to me.
Yeah, send us your stories because I would like to hear about people's stories.
yeah.
Because nothing scary ever happens to me. Because I don't.
If you
go
made it this
anywhere.
far, if you made it this far, let us
You're
know.
still listening. Tell us your
drop
ghost stories.
drop it in the comments. You know,
Yeah.
share this to people.
Or don't we have an email? You can email us if you don't feel like
Yeah,
sharing
it's on our
it
YouTube,
publicly.
which you should follow us on YouTube
Yeah.
Yeah.
or subscribe. It's
Just
free,
share your
right?
stories because I think other people's experiences are pretty cool and I like listening or reading about them.
Especially ghosty stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, we went to go see Lady Darling, and we were on a high
Lucy
balcony.
Darling.
Lucy Darling, and we were on the highest balcony, and I was terrified. I wanted. Never mind. It's hard to explain, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it's so dumb. So like this theater, they have like tiers for their balconies, and we were on the 3rd tier, and I didn't know what it looked like. I've never been to this symphony hall before, and it's literally like
It's terrifying.
the railing is like
The railing,
2 feet
yeah,
tall.
it doesn't even go up to your knees.
And so you're just walking next to this
And
railing.
it's the
and it,
farthest
like,
drop.
yeah, you
It's
could
like 3 stories. You could die.
yeah,
It was actually quite
And
terrifying.
they're serving alcohol there. What if they got like somebody super hammered and they just fell over?
I was thinking about
Yeah.
that the whole
like
time.
that's terrifying.
yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got. Keep grinding those levels, finishing those side quests. Till next time.
Push somebody off the side.
Yep.
As always, this has been Co-op Chronicles with Pint-Sized Geisha, Blacklabel, and me, Azzilee.
Bye. $2 million life insurance. Push them off the railing. He got super drunk. I don't know what happened.
Oh my god.
We gather round the mic.
I need a water.
Gaming worlds collide. Hobbies come